That's not nice.
Because he don't use them.
How do you know that?
Right.
I live here.
Oh, that's fair.
He don't
She don't ever go in that cabinet until she clean.
Well, and then you just like messing
Just
up
like
his stuff.
once a year.
So you just messing up his stuff for no reason.
Thank you. Exactly.
His nice, good water bottle collection. That's where I draw the line.
You got something to say?
Damn.
Because a brother trying to stay hydrated.
Come close to the mic.
Because a brother is trying to stay hydrated.
Okay.
And you over here trying to
Why you not getting in the camera?
over here restrict me from being
Ain't
great.
nobody first of all, what
You
not
know
gonna
what?
do is
I
sit here and act
refuse.
like
I refuse to be silenced. Okay, I refuse to be silenced. All right.
Give me the mic.
Oh.
Black men stay hydrated.
Yeah,
black-
thirsty. That's what they do. They say thirsty.
Damn. I'm just here for the peace. I'm keeping the peace. I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems. Hey, girl. Hey, girl.
Like,
What's happening?
Don't.
Did I hit record? It's been
Yes.
a hot little minute since I done did all of this.
Yeah, I feel that's on like. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever, but
I
it's
know.
literally only been like 2
A
weeks, maybe.
2 weeks? A week and a half?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay, we'll go with it.
We'll go with it.
We'll go with it.
Yeah.
They're going to be mad at us again at the end of this episode.
Yeah.
We go ahead and start.
Yikes.
Hey, guys.
Hey everyone.
What is happening?
What it do, baby?
I'm your girl, Sierra T.
And I'm your girl, Sherelle B.
And this is Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast.
Yes, where we wrap the culture up in color.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
If I had to guess, this is episode 29. I'm guessing. This is me throwing it out there. 29. Let's go for it. Big money. Big money.
Yeah, I think it is 29.
Big money.
Yep.
Hey, let's go. I should play the lottery.
You should.
No.
I think.
Absolutely not. I don't have time for an addiction.
I don't think it's an addiction. I mean,
I can
you
see
get like the mega and stuff like that.
Hit the mega
Yeah.
Mega Millions.
Yeah.
Have you ever played the Mega Millions?
Yeah, once or
Ooh,
twice.
somebody's phone going off. You want to go handle that right quick? It's okay. It's all right. It's okay.
It's after hours. Like, what do y'all want?
After hours.
Wait, how do I? Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
And I'm back.
Damn, what was I about to say?
You were about to say something about the Mega Millions and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah, I've played the Mega Millions a couple of times.
Yeah.
I never won, obviously.
Listen, yeah.
Or did I?
I would hope that you have not. Because I'm gonna be like, why are you still here? Like
You
that's.
know, you're right.
Because if I win the Mega Millions, I'm not saying nothing to nobody. I'm just out.
I think you have to, like, in certain states, you have to, like, reveal your identity.
You do, but I'm gonna do like that man did in New Jersey. I'm gonna show up in a Scream mask,
Period.
or I'm gonna show up in, something.
Yep.
And I'm still gonna work, but
But if people already know your name, they're going to be like, oh, she works at my job.
oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
I don't think that should be a thing. I really don't think, because that's how people get robbed. Like, lottery ticket was a real thing.
Yeah, that is how people get robbed.
Like,
that is very dangerous.
Even though that was a black movie, that's real shit. Like, are you serious?
That needs to be in, well, we need, I don't know. We need a new Supreme Court before we can enshrine that into law.
Yeah.
Because they would probably be like, I don't see the problem.
If that actually got to the Supreme Court, then I would have another bone to pick with America. Like, are we serious? I just feel like that should be a nice little, like you want to go to a state Supreme Court, that's one thing. But if it makes it to Clarence Thomas's desk,
Oh my God, get that nigga out of office.
I'm going to have a problem.
Get that nigga out of office.
Okay? Because he probably play lottery too. He don't got no money. He always accepting gifts and stuff.
Oh, exactly. He really is.
He's broke.
He is. We do have an announcement.
Yes.
There will not be an episode next week.
Because I'm getting married.
Ow!
So we have things that we have to do.
Yes. She has things that she has to do. I mean, I do too.
I was about to say you too.
Yeah,
She's
not,
in it.
Not as much as she do, but
Yeah.
I have, we have things that we had to do. And I told her we're not doing an episode next week because I want her to be
Cause I was like, so.
And I was like, girl, if you don't get out my damn face with that,
It's Tuesday.
I don't care about none of that. No, I said I want my sis to be stress free going into her wedding day. So there's no episode. So if you got a problem with it, hit me up.
Yeah.
Okay, because I can fight. So
Yeah.
it really ain't no problem.
Don't be just
Yeah.
Give us just another week
Yeah, and you'll be fine.
or two actually.
Oh shit, yeah.
Because then I'm
Yeah.
You know what? Just
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
but I will say when we do come back, there needs to be at least 5 reviews.
Is there one right now? We'll wait.
We're gonna see.
We'll wait.
But I really would like for you guys to give us 5 reviews by the time we come back. Because when we come back, we're going like really like into election season.
Yes.
And I've been seeing some of the comments. You guys have been leaving comments. We've gotten some new followers. Welcome.
Hello.
Welcome. We've been seeing some on the YouTube, but we really need them on Apple Podcasts. Just leave the reviews. We do read them on the air. Tell a friend to tell another friend to get their mama and them to listen to the podcast and leave a review.
Mamas and them love the podcast.
They do. They actually really do.
Yeah.
They really do.
They do. So
yeah. I feel like that's your assignment. And
that's Sherelle's wedding present is that she wants y'all to give her 5 reviews.
I'm not asking for much.
And y'all not gonna give her 5 reviews?
I have a registry, but I'm only asking for 5 reviews. I don't think that's hard.
I don't think it's hard. I've left plenty of reviews.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But this is my podcast. So
Yeah.
I can't,
Right.
Yeah. But if I could leave a review, I would.
It would be 5 stars.
Yeah.
So do me a favor, do us a favor, and leave 5 stars. I'm gonna check while I'm getting dressed.
Damn. That's rough.
That's all I had. Oh no, my nail was missing it. I'm holding the mic.
It's so girl, no one is looking.
Yes, they are.
Anyways, sis. What can't you wrap your head around?
Okay, I have 2 things I can't wrap my head around, and of course they're surrounded around music. Okay. First of all, BET. I saw that Travis Scott is getting the I Am Hip Hop Award for the upcoming Hip Hop Awards.
Yeah, when you sent that to me, I was like, I don't know how to respond to this because is that a bad thing?
It is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is.
Ooh, okay, well, can you go into detail?
I do not think that Travis Scott has had the longevity or anything to be given the I Am Hip Hop Legend Award. There are so many others that should be getting it way before Travis Scott. Like, are the Locks available? Is Method Man and Redman available? Is Eve available, who just made an iconic sale, a legendary sale?
She did?
Yeah, she sold basically all of her her masters and stuff like that.
She sold her masters?
But it's something like that for 8 figures. It was something like that.
Damn. And she just released a book too.
There's so many, Foxy Brown, there's so many others that should receive the I Am Hip Hop Legend Award over Travis Scott. And that's, now, you guys know I'm not the biggest Travis Scott fan. I don't have any beef with him. He just doesn't resonate with me. But I do not think that I still think that he has a lot more to do to reach to get that type of recognition.
Okay.
If
yeah,
anything,
I can see that.
if any rapper or artist right now that should receive it that's still going, I think Kendrick Lamar should be in the conversation. You know what I'm saying?
I don't disagree with
If
that.
we're going to talk about somebody that's shaking shit up.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Travis Scott, now what he did in Milan a couple of weeks ago, iconic, but I just don't think that's, I don't know. It's giving that nobody answered the phone.
Damn.
And he did.
To be fair, I forgot that the BT Hip Hop Awards was still a thing. So.
Well, I love the ciphers. I'm really
The
looking forward
ciphers
to the
are cool.
ciphers.
Yeah. So.
I'm really here for the ciphers.
Yeah. No.
I'm really
Totally.
here for the
Totally.
ciphers.
Totally.
And then I'm good to go.
Yeah.
So that's my first grievance. My second grievance is we have lost all etiquette when it comes to concerts.
Oh.
All etiquette.
What done happened now?
So I went to go see Wale.
Oh, you did? I did see that on your IG story. Yeah.
Little wedding pregame.
Yeah.
Everybody knows I'm a huge Wale fan, so Brandon and I went. There was a group of young ladies behind us.
Oh, Lord.
that I'm very curious as to why they purchased tickets. They were having a round table discussion the entire concert.
About what? Were you listening?
No.
Okay.
Because I was trying not to get annoyed. But the fact that I can hear them over Wale.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
do y'all mind?
y'all could have literally did this at the house. You did not need to come out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then I don't understand why we're so scared to cheer people on nowadays. So it's like we literally have lost the recipe for having fun.
Okay.
When it comes to concerts, there was a DJ, you know, that now people that have been to concerts before, because Brandon will say like, well, babe, you can't assume. Yes, I can.
Damn.
Yes, I can. Okay.
Okay.
If you go to a concert, there's always a DJ or somebody that's setting the tone. This
Mm-hmm.
DJ was hype. He was giving HBCU homecomings, things like that. But the crowd, I was like, are we listening to the same thing that it was a few people that I was like, oh shit. He was even trying to I thought we was here to have fun. He was trying.
Right, right.
Y'all
They weren't
wasn't giving
turning
him
up.
nothing. Then there was an opening act. His name was Suave. And he is a hip hop artist from Atlanta.
Okay.
I thought he was doing what he was supposed to do. Now, yes, he's an opening artist, and people, when they said, you know, give it up for Suave, people was like, who? I'm like, do y'all have to really be that rude?
I've done that, so I can't even talk.
Like, don't be rude, because in 2 years when he's on the Grammys performing with y'all faves, don't be like, oh, I saw him for $25 at the Fillmore. No.
Damn.
Everybody deserves a chance, and it takes a lot of courage to get up on stage in front of a crowd of people that you do not know and perform some music for them that they have not heard, and hope and pray that they like it. And y'all wasn't giving that man any credit. Then he brought out Ruben Vincent, who is another big artist here in Charlotte. When I was like, y'all never heard of Ruben Vincent, but I'm a music head. So
You are a music head.
You know.
Yes.
You know, and even he was like, man, what the fuck? Like, why y'all not?
He said that on the stage, like y'all not.
He didn't say it, but you can tell he was just
Yeah.
like, all right,
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying? So I just hope in the next 3 years when we see him working with, you know, J. Cole or he got a record with Wale or something like that, then y'all want to kiss his ass.
Damn.
So I just feel like the recipe for having fun at concerts and supporting new artists. And even I was even kind of listening because Wale wasn't doing, he was doing some stuff from his mixtapes to some of his new stuff to Lauren. And you can tell who was a real fan and who wasn't.
Right, right.
I'm sitting there, he playing Nike boots, and I'm like, oh shit. And they like, And then he played Poke It Out, you know, niggas was hype. I was like, y'all not real fans.
Okay, so you're upset.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I like that, like,
But that's because you really like music,
I
sis.
do.
And I don't think everybody who goes to or attends concerts likes music the way that you do.
that's such an oxymoron statement. If you think about it.
No, I feel
Why
you.
are we here?
I feel you. But I mean, think about it. Think about it. When we went to
Beyonce?
when we went to Broccoli Fest and goddamn, what's the name was on stage. And then the next couple of months he passed away.
Oh, you are.
And we were like, oh my God.
You're right.
You know?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Nipsey.
Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah,
You're right.
You know? So it's like,
You're right.
give some grace. Give a little bit of grace. I hear you.
Yeah, I was like, I felt, you know, I was trying to vibe to Suave or whatever.
Yes.
And I was like, you know, he was even like, you know, trying to be funny. Like he was like, oh, you fine as hell. He pointed to girls at the audience and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I'm like, so y'all just gonna let this man get up here and
Listen, don't let the people around you mess up your vibe.
I really wanted to be like his A&R, his publicist. I wanted to go backstage like, all right, this what we going.
No, man.
I really wanted to do that for him, but
don't let people mess up your vibe when you're at the
Pissing me
concert.
off.
You know, you have fun either way.
I was.
You
I had a good time.
See, then that's all that matters. Forget all them other people minus the girls talking really loud. 'Cause that's weird to me.
Like, why are you here to
Yeah.
just have like
Have a conversation.
you talking about, you know, this nigga, that nigga, like
right?
Like, and
That's
Wale
strange.
actually came up to the, I guess, the quote unquote upper level of the Fillmore. He was literally like standing on that thing.
Yeah.
We like, oh shit. And y'all back here talking. Like, y'all don't see this man performing? Like, y'all don't see him? Just weirdos.
Don't let them ruin your fun, okay? Don't worry about it. Forget about it.
I'm going to try. Because the Usher concert's coming up, and I dare you.
Yeah, I need you to focus. It's gonna be Usher. It's
Okay,
Usher. I
like,
don't give a fuck about none of these bitches. over here.
Literally.
It's Usher.
Okay?
Yeah.
Usher, baby.
Yeah.
Anyways, what
Yeah.
can't you wrap your head around?
Mine is simple. Yeah.
Okay.
I seen a clip going around of the Baddies show with the with Miss Chin telling two girls to fight or grab a wig. And I want that show abolished.
Same.
I want it canceled.
Same.
And I want all episodes eradicated from the internet.
Damn.
What in the actual hell?
Yeah.
That show looks actually disgusting.
Simone watches it.
No way.
Yeah, Simone watches it.
Why?
I don't.
Because it's like, first of all, they all
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
they're all dressed horribly.
They look a mess.
And like, okay, so like the clip is like Natalie is like telling them, hey, you come here, come grab her wig, and like they just start fight. I don't understand it. I don't like what is this?
Yeah. What is the concept?
And furthermore, Natalie Nunn, you're too fucking old to still be doing this. Like you're too old to be promoting shit like this. Like, what, has it been like 20 years since you've been on Bad Girls Club?
I guess so.
Like
yeah.
you're too fucking old for this. Like you have to find another way to make your money. And the fact that you are using black women to degrade themselves for your financial and capital gains is disgusting to me.
Girl.
You could have been using that money to get that chin work done, but you're not. Like it's crazy to me. It's crazy. Is it not crazy? Like
No.
if all the shit that you're spending your money on, like this is crazy. Why would you be promoting some shit like this?
I agree with you. If I could agree with you 10 trillion%, I would, because it's getting really nasty out here.
Yeah.
It's getting real nasty out here between them and this whole like baby mama syndrome. It's getting quite egregious in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
I saw that clip and Simone probably watched it because she was a big Bad Girls Club, you know, so with the Claremont twins and all that stuff like
Yeah.
that. She was big on that, so I guess she kind of just gravitated into that. But for me, like, then why not start? To your point, if you just want people to fight, why not start a female boxing club? Make it beneficial for somebody. You know, say, why don't you get into women's MMA fighting or something like that? But just, but I also can't blame her because the chicks, they come from all over the state. They come to, wherever they're at, Dallas, and they come. I saw an audition
Where they was all fighting in that big ass room.
I'm like, are we serious right now?
I was so embarrassed.
Yeah.
Sis. I was like, what is this shit? I'm like, what is this? Why did they all come here? Like, what is the part? Like, what are you getting from this? You as somebody, a random Jane Doe from off the street, you come to the little audition and you fight. Like, what do you get from that?
Right. I really do think that they're seeking validation when it comes to the reality show world. They're looking to be the next Natalie Nunn or the next, I don't even know, who's Love and hip hop is one thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, and even that's getting stagnant now. I saw bitches fighting over Lil Zane the other day. Like, are we kidding right now?
Lil Zane's on Love and Hip Hop.
Correct. Like, are we kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me?
Didn't know that. I've not watched
Little
that show
that's a
in years.
choice. You were sitting here fighting over Little Zane on camera. Are you kidding me?
He was cute back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Damn.
Little Dr. Doolittle 2 days. Correct.
Damn.
Now, no. Nobody cares. But I don't know. I'm with you 1,000%. I feel that way about like Tia Kemp and Tokyo Tony and all them bitches like that. Like,
yeah, Tokyo Tony, another one too old for that shit. The way she's too old.
I saw that clip of Tia Kemp on the Carisha Please show, and I was like, "Are we like this? This is what podcasting has dwelled down to." And then, of course, the next day, Carisha was named in the Diddy lawsuit, so we won't see that for a minute. But anyway, and you're like 40-something years old on the mic calling Rick Ross a big back bitch, little shrimp dick. Like, what are you talking about? Like, are you serious?
I don't even know what clip you talking about.
I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna show you because it's embarrassing. Like, Tokyo Tony, you somebody's mother. You somebody's grandmother.
Yes.
You're somebody's grandmother. I'm not to sound like, what's that dude that passed away?
Kevin.
Yeah,
Sanders.
I'm not saying like you got to be like baking cookies like he's talking about
and doing crochet and knitting, but like
but
girl,
come on, girl, enough.
You too old for this.
Enough.
Shit.
You too old for that. Natalie Nunn too old for that. Same with Jocelyn's Cabaret. Like
she's too old for that shit.
Enough.
Bitch, you been on her. What's the other one? Who used to date Chad Ochocinco? She too old for that shit. Evelyn.
Oh yeah, enough.
Y'all too old for this.
Find
shit.
something to do.
Find something to do.
Go raise your kids.
Fighting bitches on TV is weird.
Right. You pushing 50.
Right.
Enough.
Because it's time for bitches to start suing y'all.
Like,
It's time to fucking lawyer up.
There's a reason why Cardi B, as much as that she lets us in her business, but at the end of the day, sis be suing bitches.
It's time to start suing.
Sis keeps her lawyer on speed dial. Like, she sends them the tweet, hey.
Yeah. It's time to sue.
I don't blame them.
What are y'all doing? Y'all look ridiculous.
You look crazy. You're not. There's only room for so much. You're not about to be. There's one Natalie Nunn. There's one Claremont. Well, there's two Claremont twins. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. You know. You're not gonna.
Right.
Unless you're getting money and starting a business or something like that, you know, putting stuff back into your community, that's one thing. But just going to a big arena and just start fighting bitches because, you know. And
then just having bitches fight on TV because.
Talk about grab her wig.
Right. This is embarrassing. Cut this shit
First
out.
of all, who said this was a wig? That's number one.
And tell these bitches to put some fucking clothes on. They out here in lingerie. Anyway.
Yeah. Very dangerous.
Let's get into the show.
Let's get into the show. I don't know.
We've got quite a few things, obviously, that we missed on the list. And I'm sure we're not going to get through all of them. But I did want to. Well, where do you want to start with? The thing I have in caps? I put it like that for a reason.
You do have it in caps, yeah, because that's how big he is.
Yes, fat boy.
Yeah,
fat boy.
Yeah.
His whole entire staff quit.
Took them long enough.
I'm sorry. For those who don't know, Fat Boy is Mark Robinson.
Yeah.
The current lieutenant governor here in the state of North Carolina. Fat Boy's entire staff quit after an array of really weird,
nasty
forum messages came out.
I'm going to be honest. I couldn't even read all of them. I was like, are we freaking serious?
I read one and I'm like, this nigga not doing that shit. I don't believe him. I'm sorry. Anyway, so allegedly in these sex forum topics, he's talking about how he has sex with his wife's sister. He has anal sex with her. And he talks about like all the sex things that he likes to do. And the reason they found out it was him is because he used the same email address that he uses for everything else.
Goof.
So the entire staff quit. All of the all of his GOP homies tried to separate themselves from him.
I mean, and was trying real bad.
Real bad. Trump and them was like, you're not welcome here. We don't talk like that.
To the point where he's actually been seen traveling with cutouts of Donald Trump and Melania Trump. Cutouts. How desperate can you get?
Yes.
If you're traveling with cutouts.
Exactly. So yeah, fat boy is now he refused to because the day it came out was the last day for him to drop out of the election.
Yeah.
He refused to, so his ass is still on the ballot. And I don't know how that works in terms of votes and like if he gets enough, does he still get elected or what?
Yeah. Nothing changes. Nothing changes. Like my thing with like when I saw that his staff was quitting, I'm like, this is what pushed you over the edge?
Yo, not the I'm a black Nazi.
That's what pushed you over the edge?
Not the I'm better than Martin Luther King. You know,
calling Michelle Obama a man.
You know what I'm saying?
The fact that I will never get over him saying that we want to go back to 1776.
And that he actually wants slaves and that he would buy some slaves himself, not taking into consideration that he would also be a slave.
Some folks need killing. Do I need to keep quoting this love seat?
Some women should have just kept their skirts down in terms of like rape.
Yeah. But that is what took you over the edge.
The nasty sex stuff took him like, whoa.
Whoa now,
you
boy.
Know,
hey now, boy.
Yeah.
Hey now, boy.
Right. So yeah, fat boy is spiraling. And I hope he spirals his ass right out of a position in office. That's all I got to say about him.
I mean, same. I'm over talking about him. Like I cannot wait for election day. Let's get Josh Stein in there.
Let's go.
Because I don't want to hear about this man again. I really don't. Take your ass back to wherever you want to come from.
Okay.
Okay. But I will say the fact that this man has children, I do.
And a wife.
You know, well, I'm not. Never mind. I'm gonna be nice. I do hope that his kids are because they're young. I don't want to say protected, but I do. Because I can't imagine. Because people are mean.
People are mean.
People are mean, and they do not care that these are young kids. So I do hope that whatever outcome from this election, that his kids stay, I guess, protected. I will say that. It's weird. I was explaining to Brandon how, like, the definition of, like, being an empath, and I am one.
Yeah.
Because I do feel for those little, I don't feel for him, I don't feel for his wife. But those kids, they didn't ask for this. And they had to sit there and listen to their father talk all types of egregious stuff and push all types. I can't imagine them coming home with a Black History Project about Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King and their father saying, that man was a communist.
God.
Can you imagine?
I can't.
So I do hope that his kids grow up to be like Rudy Giuliani's daughter. Like, yeah, I don't know what he's talking about, but I'm over here.
Right.
I really do hope that they grow up to form their own opinions and realize that their dad was just wrong.
I hope so too.
So that's really all I can say about that.
Girl, what?
Yeah. Martin Luther King was a communist.
Girl.
Okay.
Okay.
Since we talk about other Black politicians, they got your mans.
Lock him up.
They got your mans on federal.
The nigga you be hanging with.
Yeah. Federal bribery charges.
The nigga you be hanging with.
The nigga you be hanging with. That's your man. New York City. New York City. And Grandma, I hope you are watching this.
Oh, damn.
That's your man's. Let me tell you something. My grandmother is a big Eric Adams fan. She has been
man.
I've been nice because, she's going to give me a wedding gifts and stuff.
Damn.
So I'm being nice. But
Johnny May.
once she lands here in Charlotte, I'm be like, that's your boy? Anyways.
Oh, man.
He has federal indictment charges up against him. And it came just days after. So let me give you a brief timeline. The homes of the NYPD commissioner and some of his top aides were raided from Queens to Jersey to Brooklyn. They all were raided. The cell phone of the NYPD commissioner was also confiscated. Damn. It was a lot going on. Days later, he is hit with indictment. He is indicted, okay? My gosh. He did release a statement saying, "My fellow New Yorkers, it is now my belief that the federal government intends to charge me with crimes. If so, these charges will be entirely false, based on lies. But they would not be surprising. I always knew that if I stood my ground for all of you, I would be a target, and a target I became." What? Okay. So some of the charges that he's facing right now include corrupting his office and defrauding the public by accepting foreign campaign contributions in exchange for favorable treatment. So there has been a federal investigation against Adams and his administration for months, almost, I would say about a year. So basically they were saying that he was taking some bribery from foreign countries like Turkey. Very, very weird. So they've been talking about this for quite some time. So they actually asked his campaign to hand over information related to Israel, China, Qatar, South Korea, and Uzbekistan.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. He has asked the judge to drop the bribery charges. I haven't really looked too much more into that, but I'm very curious.
Oh, but he's definitely fraudulent.
Yeah, so I'm like, for me, that just looks like you guilty.
Yeah, so you know you fraud.
Because I would have been like, you need to drop all the charges. But he's like, yeah, but the bribery one. Like, I didn't take that one off. I didn't take I wasn't bribed.
Can you just take that one off?
Yeah.
And on top of that, I heard he cut the library budget. Fuck him.
Yeah. No, but to be honest, when I hear that, like, leaders do things like that, like the library, why?
Especially like the New York Public
like,
Library.
Why
That's crazy.
Why is the library bothering you?
It's not, though.
Why is the library
They be like,
bothering
man,
you?
they don't need books.
I don't know what's going on with a lot of our Black leaders. I also did a story about a mayor in the suburb of a Detroit suburb who pled guilty to bribery. Like, he had like $100,000 in bribes from a developer. Was like, admitted it. Like, yeah, I told him to give me $10,000 this day. Then he gonna pay me $5,000 every month.
What?
Yes. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with our black local and state leaders, but get it together. get it together.
This is I can't say. I can't say what I want to say. Like y'all, you can't. They can hear me.
Oh.
She's trying to cut it. Like you can't jump into this system.
Come on. They need to say it.
As black people, you can't jump into this system and not expect to either one way be constantly fighting against it or turn corrupt. I tell you all the time, what's that from that Batman movie? You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
I just don't understand why it's so hard for this is not even just black leadership, it's just people in lead. Why is it so hard for you to do right? I really don't understand.
Quickly.
You spend all this money on campaigns and everything like that just to get in office and act a fool. I don't get it. Like there's nothing wrong with of course you're going to have, people from all over trying to get at you for certain things.
Sure.
But, if we watched enough Power and we've watched enough to see how that goes. Just because James St. Patrick comes to your office don't mean you got to take a meeting with him.
I feel like the system inherently or maybe subconsciously is designed to foster corruption. I don't know how exactly.
I think I can get with that.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
It happens so much and people get away with it for a certain amount of time. And I think depending on what positions you hold in office depends on how much corruption you can get away with.
Yeah. I also just think power is dangerous.
It is.
Power is dangerous.
Ask Diddy. We'll talk about that.
Yeah, power is very, very dangerous. And there's so many people that just want a piece of that pie.
Yeah.
That they are willing to do whatever it is to get to it.
Anything.
But power comes with a cost. Okay? And I mean, if Eric Adams is found guilty of these charges, he will be the very first mayor. The very first mayor of New York City to face charges while in office. We're not talking about Rudy Giuliani after he got out of office. I'm not really sure about Mayor Bloomberg, or we're talking about Ed Koch or whatever, all those people. But while he's in office, he's still in office. He has a whole nother campaign to run.
And he's black.
Don't
fucking embarrass me, Adams.
He's black. He's a former police officer. There's a lot.
He's a former
police captain. Like, come on, dude.
You know what? He got way too mixed up in that shit.
I agree.
He felt way too comfortable. He became a captain as a black man as in the NYPD, and then he got too comfortable.
Yeah.
He got way too comfortable.
Because why?
He got way too comfortable.
I agree.
Way too comfortable.
And all the top aides, except for I think maybe a few, also are black. Like, come on, man.
Got way too comfortable.
Come on, man.
And you can't get comfortable because you know why? Still nigga.
How many times we gotta tell you this?
Glenn Lewis told you, and don't you forget it. Oh, damn.
But she's not wrong.
Don't you forget it.
Don't get it twisted, dog.
Don't you forget your way.
Don't get it twisted, dog. We rooting for you, but
he got caught up. He was lost in the sauce.
Okay.
Damn.
It's just not.
He didn't have a chance, dog. As soon as you became the captain, he's like, oh yeah, I'm feeling myself.
Well.
Damn.
Speaking of somewhat being lost, our thoughts and prayers go out to some of these victims of Hurricane Helene, especially Western North Carolina.
Oh my God, Asheville, Appalachia.
Asheville is underwater.
Did you see this little area called Chimney Rock?
Yeah, it's gone.
It is gone.
There's nothing there.
It is absolute devastation. I've been hearing that people are finding bodies inside of cars after the water has receded. Oh. It is absolutely terrifying. I saw a couple of drone footage of Asheville as the water had already receded and looking at the absolute devastation and damage that has been done to these cities. It is horrible. And it's also really interesting because Western North Carolina is further inland than we are.
Okay, so it's not that I was like, I was actually I was like, wait, Asheville?
So apparently there are some dams that failed. I don't know. I've heard the word failed and I've also heard the word broken. I don't know if there's a difference between the two in terms of
Some
dam
infrastructure going on.
Yes.
Here.
Well, you know, America
Right.
doesn't like to invest in their infrastructure.
Right. Then be shocked when
they be like, we put it up in 1852. We thought it was fine.
when bridges fall down.
You
and
know,
stuff.
like bitches got corrosion. Anyway, so
Right.
a couple of dams broke or failed or whatever, and that also contributed to all of the water and flooding going up there. I mean, parts of I-40 are gone. Like,
Yeah. And
no.
it's weird because like Roy Cooper, not me calling him Roy, like we cool like
yeah,
that.
tight. My nigga
Governor,
Roy.
that is shout out to Roy Cooper.
Yeah.
Governor Cooper did announce that some of I-40 is back open, and in my mind, but I'm like, to go where?
I wouldn't be driving on that bitch.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And now I'm like,
Give me a minute.
the part of I-40 that's going, I'm like, well, how they gonna rebuild that part?
Facts.
Because that is definitely off of a cliff.
Yes.
Who putting that shit back up?
I don't know.
I mean, how much
I don't know.
I've seen asphalt wear off in a couple of years. So what's putting that back up? Like, where y'all getting that rock from?
That shit is crazy.
But it's absolute devastation. Here I heard also in the bend of Florida in is it Georgia? The bend, Tallahassee, and whatnot. So yeah, just lots and lots. And it was a Category 4. There are also 2 more hurricanes that said are off the coast of, I don't know, you know I'm bad with geography. One's to the right of Florida, one's to the left of it. So also got to look out for that. It is hurricane season. Prepare yourselves. Evacuate if you can.
And that's the key right there.
I saw a TikTok of a girl who was like in the path of the direct storm, was like, well, my boyfriend said we're not leaving, so we're just gonna stay here.
Boyfriend?
That's the same thing I said.
Boyfriend?
I said I've been a single bitch riding to safety. I would have been a single bitch riding to safety.
Okay, I'll find him when I get back. Like,
or not.
Or okay.
Hope rest in peace.
To be honest, that sounds like a red flag.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers.
That sounds like a red flag to me.
I don't know. Who the fuck is we?
Right.
Oh, you speak
My
French
boyfriend
now?
said we can't leave.
My boyfriend.
Girl, I call the Uber so quick.
I don't like my boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you said fiance,
Right,
husband, okay.
She said her boyfriend.
Okay, girl.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
That's just wild to me.
it is.
That's just really wild to me.
It is wild.
Okay, we will talk about this with trending topics, but I think it kind of is fitting with, so there's a new strike going on with a lot of these ports, and it may affect some of the rescue efforts.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that may affect some of the rescue efforts. For some of these towns that have been affected by Hurricane Helene. Basically, like these workers at these ports, they're fed up. They're ridiculously fed up. Listen to what one of them had to say.
Over the weekend, the past
Secretary of Labor Julie Sue has been terrific. She's knocking down doors. She's trying to stop this. She's trying to get us to a media where we can have a fair negotiations. It's the companies that don't want to. They don't want to sit here and be fair. So that's why we're out here fighting for our livelihood.
What more from the automation do you want? What more protections could there be?
What more?
Yeah, they have language in there now.
Not strong enough, because what happens is they come in with new technology. We just caught them in Mobile, Alabama, called Autogate, and that means the trucks are coming in and they're already checked in somewhere else and not using the checkers in the ILA. Circumventing the contract. They don't care. They don't care. It's not fair. And if we don't put our foot down now, they would like to run over us, and we're not going to allow that.
You are going to grind the economy to a halt here on the East Coast and the Gulf Coast.
No, not us. They are. Don't spin it now, because you're Fox News. They're going to drive it.
But are you worried?
They're going to drive it.
Are you worried that this
They
strike?
have the capital to settle this thing.
Are you worried that this strike is going to hurt the everyday American, the farmers that need to reach the export market? They're
Listen,
telling me that they're going to hurt through
Now
all
you
of this.
start to realize who the longshoremen are, right?
Nobody cares.
People never gave a about us until now, when they finally realized that the chain is being broke now. Cars won't come in. Food won't come in. Clothing won't come in. You know how many people depend on our jobs? Half the world. And it's time for them and time for Washington to put so much pressure on them to take care of us, because we took care of them and we're here 135 years and brought them where they are today, and they don't want to share.
My man. My man.
He said, don't, you trying to spin it because I know you're Fox News,
Yeah.
okay? It's their fault, okay?
There's so much I want to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
So much I want to say about that. He is absolutely 100% correct.
Spot on one.
Spot on. I'm even listening to how the reporter was like, well, you're not thinking about the economy.
Fuck the economy.
I don't know how much these workers get paid.
Right.
But I know they ain't no
enough.
damn billionaires. They ain't no millionaires.
Some of them have to work second jobs.
Second jobs. So now I'm on strike because our CEOs who are billionaires don't give a shit about we're the ones that make it happen. It makes me think about during COVID when the Amazon workers was like, we're not about to sit here and get sick because y'all want to order fucking basketballs and shit, dildos and stuff.
Yep.
Like, no,
Yes.
we're not doing this. We're not doing this. This is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna read a little bit about what's going on because it is going to affect some things. You might see some price gouging on some stuff and all those things like that. So be prepared. So, let me see. So the first dock workers strike at major East and Gulf Coast ports in almost half a century could soon mean shortages of bananas and pricier imported cherries at grocery stores. That's because some fruits are among the more than 100 categories of foods that depend on the now shuttered operation, with the labor dispute also expected to delay auto shipments. Now, he's absolutely right. The auto industry just came out of a strike.
Sure did.
Because all they want is safe working conditions. They have to strike just to be safe on their jobs.
That's crazy.
So the economy will be impacted by the strike's immediate disruption of ports that handle about half of the country's trade in cargo containers. Depends on the duration of the work stoppage, now in its first day. So basically what this is saying is, like, we might strike for 2 days, we might be striking for 3 weeks. All we want is fairness. I just don't think that that's that hard.
No.
But it's just like, now I'm going to go into the political sector. This is exactly why you need to be sure about who you are voting for in November. Because you have certain candidates that are only fighting for those CEOs. Trump. Then you have other candidates who are fighting for those those port strikers. Kamala. It's really not that hard, but you need to make an educated decision. I had a conversation with somebody that was talking about, well, some people are thinking about big business. And the people that say that are like, with Trump talking about, like big business, they're thinking about the policies. First of all, Trump has not, to this day, has not mentioned any policy other than Project 2025 and a policy that'll stop Haitians from, quote unquote, eating neighborhood pets. Okay?
Which they're not doing that.
Which they're not doing at all. That is the only policy that he has embedded. But my issue with people that make that argument, those are the people that have no business.
Ooh.
That's my issue. You sit here talking about you going to vote for Trump because he promotes big business. And you work where?
God damn.
You work for whom?
God damn.
You don't have to be a CEO. Just because you're a project manager, you're still working for somebody else. So his policies don't affect you at all. It pisses me off every time I hear that. You don't have not business, not one 401k in place, not one business account, but talking about the policies that affect big business. You don't even work for any of those businesses.
Which is crazy. So why, you know what, people okay. I think so many people think that they can, I could just become a millionaire one day. And it's like, there's the off chance that you more than likely won't be a millionaire. Yeah. Like ever in your life.
You're going to be a middle-class citizen like half of America.
Yes.
I'm sorry, not even half. It's more than half.
Was it like 70-something percent?
Right.
Yeah, you're poor.
Right.
So You are poor. You need to keep taking your ass to work. You're a paycheck away from having a disaster and not being able to afford to take care of that disaster.
Correct. You could be on the strike line with those port workers.
Yes.
Like do
Yes.
not turn your nose up against blue collar workers
Ever.
because at the end of the day, unless you are the CEO or the founder of some of these Fortune 500 companies, you are right there with them. Just because you are a director,
Right.
you're still working for somebody.
Period.
You have to answer to somebody.
Exactly.
So
You ain't got it like that, dog.
don't get it twisted, dog.
You ain't got it like that. And stop putting yourselves in shoes where you're like, well, I'm just thinking about, and also miss me with that. I'm playing devil's advocate. The devil doesn't need any more advocates
At all.
He's good. I assure you.
Yeah.
He's good.
He has enough.
He has enough. Okay? Like, let's be fucking for real right now.
Seriously.
Like, seriously.
It's exhausting. It's exhausting, but it breaks my heart when I hear things like that. It's like, damn, like all we want is fairness. They not, you know what I'm saying? You would think, shout out, I forget who he was talking about, but at least he highlighted somebody who is fighting for them. It's like, okay, so now we need.
It was a lady. I couldn't hear her
Yeah,
name.
like we need, we need our bosses to make it to Capitol Hill to talk to some of our legislators that we are going to vote for to make a change. So then y'all can stop bitching about bananas going up and stuff like that.
Ooh, there it is.
It's a domino effect, man.
Yeah.
And it starts with educating yourself about who to vote for, because they're the ones that are putting policies in this place and getting in the CEO's ear, and that's trickling down to now a strike that could last for long. So
Also, this is a good time to remind you that unions are really a great thing.
they are.
Yeah.
They really are.
Yeah. So
Pay attention.
pay attention.
That's all I had to say about that.
I think that was enough. And you said what needed to be said.
That's it.
Yeah.
What else? I think, do you want to talk about the Iran bombing Israel?
I don't really have much tea, but listen, Israel has been harassing Palestine for like a year now.
Yeah.
Iran said, oh, okay.
Right.
They have now started bombing Israel.
Damn.
I know. So I don't know.
Like, can we just have a conversation?
Niggas, no.
Jesus.
Iran, I think, is like we're past the point of conversation. The absolute devastation that has happened to the people of Palestine has been horrendous.
Yeah.
And so I think we're really past conversation on that part. And Netanyahu's a fucking, okay. I'm not getting into that. Anyway, yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like,
Netanyahu, that nigga and Trump are really buddy. They're getting buddy, and I don't like it. So, yeah.
I've always, I was watching Trump talk about when he was talking with Ukraine's president the other day. And a part of me felt bad, but then a part of me didn't, because I was like, I didn't feel bad, because I'm like, why are y'all talking to Trump again?
Right.
He's not the president of the United States. Why? I will never understand, and maybe I'll go back in history, because I don't remember who ran against Obama. Who did he beat?
McCain?
McCain wasn't meeting with, you know what I'm saying?
No.
When he lost, he just lost.
What?
When Mitt Romney lost, I mean, he ended up running for office, but okay. When Al Gore lost he wasn't meeting with world leaders. I don't understand why these people still meet with Donald Trump. It's concerning. Because
Donald Trump is a scam artist, and he will sell this country for $1.
You heard what AOC said at the DNC. You heard what she said. Like, that Bronx came up out of her real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never understand. I don't get that.
So yeah, keep your eyes on Iran and Israel, because
Oh my God.
it's probably gonna go back and forth now for sure.
Well, that's it for that.
Yes.
For that. Okay. Now we're gonna get into some.
Let's get to it. Let's get to the big guy.
Fine.
The big
Yeah.
Let's get that out the way first.
All right.
Yep.
Diddy.
He did it.
Listen. There's no getting out of this. It's a wrap. So you guys know that Sean P. Diddy Combs is actually sitting in a Brooklyn prison, which I have I have family members who used to work in the prison system in New York, and the prison that he is in.
It's a rough one.
Yeah. It's like, you don't want to be there. I mean, you don't want to be in jail, period.
Yeah.
But
True,
if y'all
true.
thinking he's where Martha Stewart and stuff was, no, he's over there where, Khalif Browder was and stuff like that. He's in those type of prisons, okay? Shit. All right. So now, while the judge has denied his bail twice, he's not getting out of prison. This is probably why. 120 more sexual assault lawsuits are being filed against Sean P. Diddy Combs and an array of other defendants in the next 30 days.
One of them being 9 years old at the time, and another 14. Allegedly, all alleged. All alleged.
Some of these cases date back to 1991. Is a group of lawyers, but the head lawyer on the case who did a press conference earlier, his name is Tony Busby, said the names that are going to come out of these lawsuits are going to shock you.
I want to know who these names are.
We're going to find out. Hold on.
Like, people he assaulted names? Like, he mean like that?
Well, hold on. No, like the defendants. So other defendants.
Shit.
So I think when it comes to the plaintiffs, depending on, some people want to stay anonymous. Some people might want their name out there. But the defendants, you can't stop that.
The biggest secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken, and victims are coming forward. Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs. After vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases. And you should know, to the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI. And you should also know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI. Now, before we discuss the nature of the claims and claimants themselves, let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement. Even before the indictment of Sean Combs, we had received a small volume of calls and had screened a handful of cases. After the indictment of Sean Combs and the announcement that we were pursuing these claims, the floodgates opened. People who wouldn't otherwise, for a variety of reasons, are now stepping forward to make their voices heard and to pursue justice. But no, most of these people are scared. They fear backlash in their communities. They fear backlash in their own families. They are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators and their associates. They are rightly afraid for their own personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed. Many dirty secrets will be revealed. We know what we are potentially up against. And as is always the case in situations like this, when a celebrity is involved, people can be downright mean and nasty. You would be shocked at the length fans will go, no matter the evidence, to the contrary, to defend celebrities they love. I mean, there's a reason for this word fans. They're fanatics. I've personally already been threatened multiple times on social media. And when I agreed to pursue this, I expected as much. This isn't my first rodeo. But victims who step forward to have their voices heard should not be subjected to that kind of conduct.
This is the same lawyer that took on some victims' cases of Deshaun Watson, the current Cleveland Browns quarterback.
Wow. The one who hit his wife?
Yeah.
In the elevator?
No. That was Ray Rice.
Damn.
No, Deshaun Watson was also accused of sexual assault from different masseuses around the Houston area.
Gotcha. Yeah.
When he played for the Houston Texans. So, but NFL, you do whatever you want. except for Neil for the flag. But so yeah, Diddy it's really not looking good for him at all.
120 cases is fucking insane.
Yeah, it's hold on, I'm trying to pull up this thing. Among this new group of accusers, 62% identify as African American, and they hail from more than 25 states, with the majority from New York, California, Georgia, and Florida. He said that 25 of the accusers were minors at the time of the alleged incidents, some as early as 1991. The lawyer further claimed that one of the accusers was as young as 9 years old. Combs is currently being detained at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn after prosecutors in the Southern District of New York charged Combs with sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution in an indictment that was unsealed in September 2024. So,
He not getting out ever, dog.
No, and he shouldn't. I mean,
I told y'all last episode, I'm so disappointed in him.
we was just talking about power, and I mean, we have watched Diddy's power transform right before our eyes over the last 20-something years. Okay. Mm-hmm. You know, his name started out, and then you couldn't get rid of him. Like, and he is responsible for some of the biggest names in hip hop ever. But he's also been linked to some of the biggest names in hip hop that are no longer with us.
Oh, so double down.
Those that have come and gone.
Yep.
The groups that have come and gone. I was telling sis earlier, I've always been very curious about where Ryan Leslie went. Mm-hmm. Ryan Leslie and Cassie made amazing music together. And then one day his laptop
was stolen.
gets stolen. And we never hear from him again. That is very interesting to me. You brought up Farnsworth Bentley.
Yes. Where is he?
You couldn't not see that dude jumping around with his damn umbrella.
Yo.
Between Diddy, and then he was with Outkast for a while. Like the Dungeon family and stuff like that. You know, he was around.
What if he's one of the defendants in one of the 120 cases?
I don't know. All I know is that Busby said that, like, in the next 30 days, these lawsuits are going to be listed. Now, pay very close attention to the states that, what he said, I think it was like 62% of these incidents happened. New York, California, Georgia, and Florida. Now, we know that Diddy's Miami home was raided. Obviously, he's from Harlem, New York, so we know that he has homes in New York. We know that he has a home in Atlanta, and we just assume, I mean, everybody has a home in LA if you're in the entertainment industry.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know.
God. I don't really have nothing else to say besides what I already said last episode. All I know is everybody thinks Beyonce and Jay-Z is going to be on this somehow.
I don't think so.
They definitely think Jay-Z is going to be on it.
You know, at this point, sis, y'all know I give people the benefit of the doubt, and I am the optimistic one out of the Headwraps and Lipsticks duo when it comes to certain things. But I think at this point, you know, it's just fair game for everybody now.
Yes.
And what I'm gonna do, and I really do hope that everybody else, because we were talking about earlier, like just suing people, because y'all just be with the think pieces, with no type of evidence and just throwing names out there.
No sources.
Just be real careful. You don't want to get hit with a cease and desist letter.
Just vibes.
A cease and desist letter. You don't want to get hit with that because you just out here tweeting, okay?
All crazy.
All crazy and willy-nilly. You don't want to be like Jaguar Wright, all right?
Or Tasha K.
Okay? So at this point, I'm just going to let it play out.
Yeah.
When the names come out, because he did say, Busby said, in the next 30 days.
Damn.
So we getting into holiday time.
They be dropping them one day every day.
Yeah.
For the next month? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is gonna be nasty.
Nasty.
It's gonna be real nasty.
It's probably gonna be devastating. I
yeah.
feel like there's gonna be people I like on that list.
For sure.
And that's what I'm like really terrified about. Like,
oh, for sure. I mean, I just think sometimes it's like, we've heard different stories about Diddy and his parties and all that stuff like that. I mean, even as recently as the baby was like, yeah, Diddy kind of took a liking to me, like little things. And the baby was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like little things like that. So when you're talking about going back to 1991 when he just was getting started. You know what I'm saying? When he was, God, I want to say something so bad, but I'm not. When he was Andre Harrell's assistant.
Yep.
But Andre Harrell's no longer here as well. So we just gonna have to play this out.
damn, this is crazy.
We just gonna have to watch it play out.
Speaking of watching something play out,
Girl.
so I was telling sis about this because she had not heard of it, and it's in the same token. So this French woman, did the article go away? No. Yes, it did.
What's her name? Do you remember her name?
Hold on, what did I put in? I got it. So this French woman named Giselle Pellicot.
You're so good with pronouncing last
I don't know.
names.
I don't know if I'm saying her name right.
You're so good.
Found out that her husband was drugging her for over 50 years, drugging and sexually assaulting her, and then at some point allowed other men to come and assault her because he would drug her often and to sexually assault her. And one of the rules was that they could not use protection. So this woman has like HIV and all kinds of other STDs. So I got something here from The Cut. Giselle Pellicot found out she was the victim of a crime when police showed her the evidence. Photos and videos spanning a decade in which a series of men raped her unconscious body in her own bedroom. More confounding still was the perpetrator, the 71-year-old's husband of 50 years, Dominique Pellicot. Police say that between 2011 and 2020, Dominique routinely drugged his wife and invited strangers to join him in assaulting her, often filming the encounters. Giselle has no memory of the attacks, but will see many of them played in court as dozens of defendants go on trial in Avignon, France between now and December. Her ex-husband, also 71, has already pleaded guilty to a suite of charges which, according to the New York Times, included aggravated rape, drugging, and the violation not only of his wife's privacy, but also his daughters and daughters-in-laws. Police also found illicit photos of them when searching Dominique's devices. Of the girls, the revelation of his abuse has destroyed a formerly tight-knit family, and the why behind his actions remains an open question.
What in the entire fuck?
Yeah, they got married at 19 and 21, and she says for years, Dominique appeared to be a devoted husband. After the couple retired to the southern town of Mazan in 2013, Giselle fell inexplicably ill. She was losing weight. Her hair was falling out. She randomly experienced significant lapses in her memory, which she called total blackouts. It was Dominique who took her to see various doctors. I was persuaded I had the beginnings of Alzheimer's or a brain tumor.
Right.
But now her symptoms appear to be the result of crushed sleeping pills Dominique had been slipping into her food and drinks.
Oh my God. Why? Okay.
When Giselle passed out, investigators say Dominique invited strangers into their home to join him in raping her. According to the AFP, he found these men via a forum called, quote, without her knowledge, on the now defunct website, coco.gg, which had reportedly been involved in tens of thousands of police investigations before French authorities shut it down in June.
June of 2024?
Yes, correct. Beginning around 2011, he is believed to have orchestrated more than 200 rapes this way, enlisting more than 90 men. Dominique allegedly subjected these men to certain rules while they were in the couple's home. Usually the men would wait nearby as Dominique drugged his wife and arrived at their house once she lost consciousness. They had to speak quietly, and to avoid arousing suspicion, they could not wear perfume or show up smelling like tobacco smoke. Clothes were to be removed in the kitchen. Yeah. In 2020, A security guard at a grocery store caught Dominique attempting to upskirt several women allegations that led to his arrest. The case snowballed from there. On the devices investigators confiscated from Dominique, they found 300 photographs and video footage of men sexually assaulting an incapacitated woman who turned out to be his wife. And the count eventually rose to 20,000. Rounding off Dominique's damning digital footprint, officers also discovered meticulous records of the assault. The messages he had sent to his recruits in which he boasted of drugging his wife and solicited strangers' participation. Dominique had also organized his photos in a folder on his computer labeled abuse, adding dates and file names to most of the footage.
I don't want to hear this no more.
Yeah. He has also taken surreptitious photos of his daughters-in-law naked without their knowledge or consent. Yeah. Subsequent testing revealed she had multiple sexually transmitted infections. I no longer have an identity, she testified, according to the AP. I don't know if I'll ever rebuild myself. She has since changed her surname, but is using Pelicot at trial. Now, this case initially was locked, but she decided to make it public so that some of the other men who had raped her would also go on trial as well. And there are so many men who have to show up for the case that there's not enough space for them, that they had to build out a bigger room to put all these motherfuckers in there. Yeah. Sick. Fucking sick. And disgusting. And disheartening. My nigga, you took fucking vows.
There's so many parts of me in my life that wish I would be a psychiatrist. Because I think I've said this on the show before. When you hear about these egregious criminal cases, the only question I have is why? What is the reasoning behind doing this? Not even if to your wife, to anybody.
Yeah.
Why would you do something like that? Like what triggered you to be like, you know what?
Right.
Got these sleeping pills. Let me knock her out on several occasions and just have random people come in and violate your wife. I never will understand something like that. I mean, and I don't think anybody would. I really do think in the universe, in the world, they're just things that we're just not meant to understand. And I feel like the mind of sick fucks is one of them.
Yeah. And let me tell you, so the suspects range in age from 26 to 74.
Ugh.
And they worked as journalists, plumbers, nurses, IT consultants, truck drivers, and more.
Girl, you know, the whole case is disgusting. But when you were talking about the website, okay, I'm about to say something.
Yeah.
We are living in a society now where the access to stuff is so detrimental because we want to celebrate filth. I'm sorry. People say things like, you know what, everybody has their kinks. They have their kinks. You're absolutely correct. But there's some kinks like that. If you have a kink for sexually assault, like, you know what, I really want to sexually assault a woman.
That's some sick shit.
Like, wow.
You need to go to fucking therapy.
Like, I really want to do this. Oh, you know what, there's a website I heard that I can
That's some
do
sick
that.
shit.
And it's legal. That's what gets me. Like, the fact that people have access to this on the dark web. I remember when I was working at the New York Daily News, I remember there was a writer that was working and he was doing kind of an expose of the dark web. And I was like, dude, he was like, the stuff that I've seen,
I've heard is horrible.
it's like
Horrible.
You know what I'm saying? Like from weapons to just the most egregious stuff that you ever want to see. And I'm like, I just really, instead of us banning library cards, I don't know.
So the husband made a testimony. It says, part of Dominique's testimony answered accusations from his fellow defendants that he had, according to one of the lawyers, totally duped, fooled, tricked, and trapped some of those who participated in the rapes. This is what Dominique had to say. Today I maintain that I am a rapist like those in this room, he testified.
Dominique is a husband?
Yes.
Okay.
They all knew her condition before they came. They knew everything. They cannot say otherwise. According to local media, Dominique maintained that the men came to him of their own volition. They asked me. I said yes, he told the court. I didn't put anyone in handcuffs to bring them here. He also added that the obligations he placed on them, in addition to those mentioned above, he asked them to bring test results and condoms, but said he still let it happen when they neglected the latter. Left no doubt as to Giselle's state. So even though he told them to bring, test sexual results and condoms.
But the fact that you even facilitated something like this, regardless if it was safe or not. Mm-hmm. And then you have children who married women, girl, and then you violated them too.
You should see the rest of this shit on here.
Can you send it to me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's talking about, how he experienced trauma.
No, shut the fuck up.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
I don't want to hear it.
And then says, I'm crazy about her.
Shut up.
Even if it's paradoxical, I never thought of my wife as an object.
Shut up. This is why Brandon said I can't be a lawyer. Because can you see me in the court? Shut the fuck up. There's no way. No. That is one thing about the justice system that I do not believe. Ain't no fucking trial. We put that bitch under the jail.
Under the fucking jail.
I'm not about to sit here and let that woman she don't even remember what the fuck happened to her. And she got to sit there and listen to something that happened to her.
Sis thought she was going through Alzheimer's.
That's crazy. No. And then you going to sit there and talk about you had trauma?
From the ages of
Hold
9
on.
and 14.
But you got married at 19? Shut the fuck up. Bitch. No. Absolutely not. No. There's a reason why I'm not a lawyer. I could never. And the lawyer that's even taking on his case, fuck you too.
Oh my God.
Hell no. I'm so sick of that shit. I'm sick of abusers and enablers. Then you want to sit here and try to get a pity party. Talk about, I had trauma. Shut the fuck up. Nobody give a fuck about that trauma. All you had to do is go to therapy or go to church and pray to the Lord. But instead, you want to take up sleeping pills and annihilate your fucking wife. Shut up. Shut up. That goes for him. That goes for Diddy. That go to Russell Simmons. That go for them all.
Yep. All of them.
I'm sick of that shit. As soon as your power is taken away from you, then you want to sit here and make excuses.
I had trauma too. Fuck off. Fuck off.
I said the same thing I was watching Jeffrey Dahmer. You cutting off niggas' head and you want to blame it on your goddamn father. Because he took you to... You could have became a scientist. Ain't nobody tell you to go cut up people. Get the fuck out of here. Sick of it. I'm sick of it. That shit have pissed me off. Don't sit here and talk about you had trauma. Or you could have went to church. Stupid ass bitch. How do you say that in French?
I don't know.
I don't know what the... Shut up. No. You don't get to talk. You gonna sit there and you gonna listen. You don't get to talk. Nobody give a fuck about no damn trauma. It just pissed me off, bro. Like,
it's okay. I get it.
I don't like that.
I get it.
I don't like that.
I get it.
I don't like that.
I'm right here with you, sis. I'm right here with you. I 100% agree. Shut the fuck up, indeed. Shut the fuck up, indeed.
So it's somebody else's fault that you drugging motherfuckers?
Yeah.
Did somebody make you go on the internet?
I'm always trying to get that pity. You ain't getting no pity from me. Fuck you. You knew what you was doing. You said you knew what you was doing in the beginning of your testimony, bitch.
I'm a rapist, but there's a reason that I am one.
Shut the fuck off. Fuck off.
Absolutely not. I don't play that shit.
Fuck off.
No.
That's crazy.
Fuck you.
I think we we should just end on a good note here. You know?
Oh, I'm so mad.
It's okay. It's okay. We're just gonna end on a good note here. Jimmy Carter turned 100 today.
I'm so mad.
Congratulations, Jimmy.
They're drugging that man so he could vote for Kamala Harris.
Hey, he said he wanted to have one last vote.
That's beautiful.
So
That's beautiful.
congratulations, Jimmy. Happy birthday. I'm gonna let sis calm down. So mad. And I'm gonna see if we have any reviews. I think you're too hot to talk about anything else right now.
I'm gonna look for a joke.
Okay,
I'm gonna look for a joke.
You know, you look for a joke. You know, because you're upset.
That'll piss me off.
And, you know, I didn't mean to piss you off. I just thought you should know what was going on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sis.
There you good.
My bad. My bad. My bad. Let's see if we have any reviews. We don't have any reviews. Shame on y'all. I'm going to the YouTube to see if we have anything, but I doubt it. Doesn't look like we have. Hold on.
I want to use this joke real bad, but it has something to do with water, and I think.
Hold on. JoJo-VS9YQ gave us 5 stars.
Is that a star?
5 stars, 4 hearts, a couple of flowers. Said top 3. I enjoy the realness.
Come on, top 3.
Shout out to They Are Divine new listener. Love the podcast.
Oh,
Thank you so
welcome.
much. Hello.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
I'm really
No,
sorry.
it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Hello. Welcome, damn it. Welcome. Okay, sis. Oh, wait, I have to do my thing. It's been a week. Please be sure to follow us on all of the things. We're on Twitter at Headwrappod. We're on Instagram at Headwraps and Lipsticks. Check out our Facebook page, Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast. Go to our website, www.headwrapsandlipsticks.com, where we have crew necks and t-shirts that are for sale but not on sale. Send us some money. $, Headwrappod, if you feel like it, if the spirit moves you. And remember, we're on a whole bunch of streaming platforms. Yeah. Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. If you had left 5 stars, we would have read it, and left a review, we would have read it on the air, but you didn't do that.
But we're gonna read them next time because we're gonna have 5 reviews when I come back.
Yes.
With a new last name.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm still gonna be Sherelle B.
Here on the show.
Yeah.
But just on the show.
Yeah, I'm still gonna be Sherelle B.
Because she tried Sherelle M a couple of months ago.
It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
All right, sis, what's your joke?
What did the river say when it saw beavers approaching?
Damn.
Well, I'll be damned.
Oh, okay. Close enough.
That's funny.
Close enough.
I'm still mad.
I know. She's still,
I'm
it
pissed off.
didn't work. It didn't work.
Like, how dare you?
I know. Disgusting. I sent you the thing. Well, you and her, you guys and she will have a week off to think about it because we won't be here next week, like I told y'all. It's not funny. So we'll see y'all we'll see you in 2 weeks.
We'll see you in 2 weeks with 5 reviews.
I'm not holding my breath, but see y'all in 2 weeks.
Peace.
Bye.